Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to authenticate with Laravel, and in this tutorial I will show you using Laravel 9, and we will use PHP 8. So our environment all is ready, and I connected my MySQL database, so I'm not covered all these environment issues. So I just focus on the Laravel login and register and other side benefits. Let's start. First of all, I should say you will find some migrations in the database and migrations directory. There are some migrations here. They are coming with the Laravel 9 installation, so you don't have to create with these migrations manually, and you can check what is inside them, and there's name, email verified at password, and some other fields is defined here. So first of all, we should migrate these migrations for creating our tables. PHP artisan, I'm writing here PHP artisan migrate. Laravel has created the all tables for us and show the tables. I'm gonna refresh it. Yep, this is the users table, and you can see the all fields here. And let's go to the writing our login system. And as you know, in roots folder, in roots directory, there is a web PHP file, and we define our all roots here for our web application. If you use a API and RESTful API, if you write, you should use the API PHP file and write our first root here, root get and login. I'm gonna write a closure function here, return our view auth login. I prepared, for not losing time, a login form. So let's try it to hit our login URL, and yes. But I should say that we should first make a register form, and we should register to the system so that we can log into the system. So I'm gonna define a register form, register root, sorry, get register, and return view auth register. And let's hit register, and I get the register form here. And I prepared it before, as I said, and I will write here. When I hit sign up, it will get an error because there is no post method defined in the root. So I will change a little bit here. I should create a controller for our login and register purpose. PHP artisan make controller and register controller, and I'm gonna define a new controller, login controller. Yes, now I'm gonna write here root post register and register controller register, and I like to I prefer to define a name for all routes because it makes your stuff easy. So I'm gonna define here a route name and another route, our login form. So we will post it to our login controller. Yes, and specifying a route name, login, and I think everything is fine. Now let's go to the register controller and define our method. Return, sorry, I'm gonna dump and die all request fields here. And I'm gonna go to login controller and I'm gonna define our method, login method. When the user posts the login form, it will, all fields, all the entered credentials will go here, will come here, and we should get these values here, and let's dump and die. You can write here in Laravel, it is a short way of dump and die, or you can the long version of you can use it the long version of it, request all. This is a helper method. You can write like that, or you can define here request and you can set it to a value and you can use it as a variable and you can write it for 2 times. Yes, we got all fields and here you see it, and we just not handled the register form. Now I'm gonna create a new user for with these values here, and we have already defined a user model. I can show you user model. It comes with Laravel 9. Yeah, I didn't create it for this tutorial, so it is already created for us. And I'm gonna create a new user with these values, name, quest name, but I didn't define here, and email, password. Of course, you shouldn't write password in the database as plain text. You should hash it with. For that reason, you can use hash facade for this purpose. There's a hash facade, and you can encrypt it with your hashing algorithm. And I think Laravel use bcrypt algorithm for that purpose. And we created user here, and we should return back, or you can directly take the user to home page or something something else. I will just return back the user with success message. User has been created successfully, and I think we are all good. I will try to register our user again, and I think it is okay. I'm gonna check our users table. Yes, it appears here. So I think everything is okay. And let's try to log in. When I hit login, as you see, our login form has appeared, and now I should handle the login post form. When the user posts the login form, I should handle it. So I am gonna create our login method. And auth facade you can use for login operations, and I just interested in with the email and password fields. Once login your user, they can reach your panels or other authenticated parts of your application. So I'm just gonna write here if logged in our user, return redirect root home. I assume that you have a home page, and I will create this home root just soon. And if the login process is failed, you should return you can write just back here with an error message. Your credentials are incorrect. Simply you can write something here to warn the user, and we should define our home root and as you guess, we should create a home blade inside our views. Yes, there we go. Let's try to log in with our John account, and yeah, home root is not defined. He warned us because we didn't define a root name here as home. Now it should work. Yes, this is your home page. We redirected to home page, and we are now logged into the system. We can reach the inside of middleware routes now, but firstly I will show you to log out from the system. So I'm gonna write here a new route here, root get and log out, and login controller and log out. Let's define our root name and write here a logout method. and redirect the user to login page. But let's make a link here. Let's create a link here. There's a problem, I think, in web page. Yes, I should put here. And I'm gonna create here a link to our logout root. Yes, I think it's okay. When I click logout, it will hit to the logout root, and I defined a method for this here, and sorry, we logged out the user, we forget that. This is very important. It will kill the session and logged out the user, and then we can redirect the user to login page. Yes. Now the user logged out, so it cannot reach the secret sections of your application. So when we solve the login, register, and logout, and now I should show you to login routes. When the user logged into the system, you should define some routes to user who can reach the login area. So inside web PHP, there is a built-in middleware here. I will show you here in app HTTP middleware. You see a authenticate PHP. So inside kernel, you can see auth middleware. So we should define this auth middleware alias here for group our all login routes. Root middleware, and we should write here our middleware name. As I said, there is a built-in middleware here. I just write that, and group function. We can group all our routes here, and I moved our home route here because when the user not logged into the system, he or she couldn't reach this route. So I overwrapped our route with auth middleware, and you can define here many routes for the logged in users, and if the users not logged into the system, they cannot reach these inside these middleware routes. So I think everything is fine, and I can show you this home. And let's log in with John account and sign in. Yes, I just write here. This is a home page, but we can show the user's information here. Let me do it for you in HomeBlade. Hi. Let's check it out. Hi, John Doe information, and you can create a navbar, and you can show here throughout the all system, your own all application. You can just show your users information. And when you write auth helper method here, you can reach user information, username or user email, or user created at, like that. So when you log that, it will take you to the login page. That's all for today, and I'm gonna continue to tutorials for our Laravel series, and I'm gonna show you invite user and forget password and reset password page, like that. And when we completed our authentication system, I'm going to show you the other parts of the Laravel and some advanced series, and I plan to prepare if I find time. Take care. Bye bye.